Hey lovelies, Lisa here with a little video this afternoon. I wanted to talk a little bit about abundance and generosity, a topic that is top of mind these days, both because I've been working my way through the Pentacles, a suit that I think is very much about our relationship to the world of materiality and the world of resources, and how we marshal those resources and share and exchange, and how we transcend a really sheerly transactional relationship to the world of, monetary worth and value and tit for tat. So that's on top of my mind because I've been thinking about this through the tarot, but also on top of my mind because of the tarot community. I have just been touched again and again by the deep generosity of this community, the generosity of people's willingness to share their thoughts in Instagram and YouTube and social media, the incredible effort and dedication and love that tarotists bring to the online world, bring to each other, the world of swapping and trading and selling decks. It's breathtaking. And today's lesson in all of this comes in the form of a package that came to me from Moon Gypsy. That's the name that she goes by in online forums. Like I first got to know her through a Eclectic Tarot forum. She also goes by the name Mukti Ma. And just this wonderful tarotist with a beautiful aesthetic and sense of the tarot decks that she has and that she is drawn to. I mean, I just really admire her eye for tarot, her understanding of tarot, and then she's so generous. So I just recently purchased from her the 78 Nautical tarot deck, this collaboration deck that came out, I believe, last year. And first of all, she sold it at an incredibly generous price, and I haven't unboxed it yet, so I'd like to go through the cards with you today. But also, secondly, she included this goodie bag that had in it this beautiful set of beads with a gorgeous medallion, and then this droop stick, set of droop sticks that even with my cold I can smell. They're just wonderful. This gorgeous painted shell, and so a couple of cute little charms, which is great because I've been collecting charms for a while now and sort of have been playing around with charm casting. I might do a video on that at some point, although there are a number of really great videos on charm casting. But and then just look at this. I'm not exactly sure what this crystal is, or if it's painted, or if that's the natural color, but obviously this wonderful amethyst, this incredible double terminated quartz, and then this gorgeous citrine. So I mean, just thank you, Moon Gypsy. And there's just so much love and generosity out there. I feel like in many ways I consider myself to be a very selfish person. I mean, I don't want to be selfish, but let's face it, I like to hold on to things. I want what I want. My spiritual practice is in part about working through and dissolving some of that tight, constricted me energy. But I know that my natural framework for the world is one of scarcity and fear. And, I don't think I'm entirely special in this regard. I mean, a lot of us I know struggle with scarcity consciousness and with fear about loss. And I have to say, this online community and the particular flavor of the tarot community, the way in which maybe it has something to do with the message of the cards themselves, just keeps inviting the heart to open up and open up again and again. So I'm so grateful to you. Okay, so 78 Nautical. This isn't a deck that, this is a deck that I had, noticed and was interested in, but it wasn't one that particularly caught my attention. I mean, it sort of did a little bit. I'm always suspicious of collaborative decks. I imagine that they will be not so coherent. But I'm a water baby. I love me the water. And when, oh my God, these cars are just in amazing condition. I mean, this deck is brand new and beautiful. When Moon Gypsy was advertising this deck on the Tarot Tea and Me forum and saying she was looking to sell it or to trade for it, I gave it another look and realized, yeah, I want. So, without further ado, I'm just going to do a quick flip through. The wow, the cardstock is really nice. I like this size of deck personally, and I will say I tried to look at a few other videos of this deck. There's not a huge number of them on YouTube, but I will agree with, I can't remember whose video it was now, who said that despite the deep variety of art, this deck does have a coherence to it. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, I can tell I am going to fall madly in love with this deck. And you know, I don't know what it is about water. I grew up on the shore of Lake Michigan in the Chicago area. And the lake was a really important feature in my growing up. And then my family had actually just right after I was born, had moved from the Boston area to Chicago. And every summer we went back to Boston and went to Cape Cod. And so I would summer on the Cape. That sounds a lot grander than it actually was. But it wasn't the ocean, the Cape of the ocean that I knew. It was a small lake called Lake Mashpee. And I learned to swim and to sail a little sunfish sailboat on that lake. Wow, look at these cards. And I think there's something about lakes. Oh my God. You know, the way in which lakes invite us to imagine what's in the depths in a way that feels sort of human-shaped. I've always felt like the ocean, the sea, is just a little bit too, it's not on a human scale. But the sandy bottom lakes like Lake Michigan or Lake Mashpee, not the muddy bottom ones, but the sandy bottom lakes, there's something about them that is a kind of manageable sense of depth. And I really grew up feeling the essential and critical nature of that relationship to water and depth and deep to what's under the surface, to the reflection of the moon on the stillness of a lake. Wow. And now that I live in Oregon, I've started to forge a connection to the Pacific Ocean, which I never had before, even though I went to school in the Bay Area. And I love San Francisco and Berkeley. I still have family in San Francisco. I'd never really had a relationship to the Pacific Ocean before I moved to Oregon. And here, the Oregon coast is just, it's magical. And I now have a whole different relationship to water that's not so much about the depths, but is about the shoreline, is about the meeting of water and land, and what it's like to walk the shoreline through the changing of the tides and the changing of the seasons. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. I mean, maybe not every card. I don't know about that Six of Cups. But overall, yeah. You know, water is the unconscious. Water is the realm of spirit. You know, obviously the Suit of Cups. The world of archetype and dream. The place where the moon finds its reflection. Where the reflected light of the sun finds its reflection. Meditate. Ooh. Okay. 78 Nautical. Mukti Ma. Namaste. And blessings to you all. Thank you guys so much for watching. May your lives be rich and full of abundance.